In this video, we're going to take a look at platforms, try to understand some of the basic elements of them. If you've noticed, we've already blocked out a level here, and the idea behind this is to go ahead and set it up so you can see this is one platform tile type, but we've set it up in a whole bunch of different ways. And let me go ahead and just briefly show you what it is, and then we'll play it so you can see it in action. But for instance, so the tile types, most of them are all the ones with the blue, so you can kind of see that these are the trigger elements to them. But platforms like these are going to be ones that move left and right. They can be triggered, they can be automated, where they're always going back and forth. They can have no properties, where they just go once and that's all. You can have things where floors with a collider that falls out from it. You'll have ones that can actually, instead of being a platform helper, we've added a hit point to it so that if it hits you, it actually hurts the player. You have ones that fall with physics. You have ones that move with specific spots and locations. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, but just kind of be sure you're kind of seeing the ideas that all of these pieces, they're all going to be slightly different, and we'll kind of examine them as we play through it so you can see how they work. So once it gets done building, and here we go. So we have this one, for instance, that once it gets triggered, at this point it's going to be an automatic loop, so it's going to constantly go back and forth between points where it's designated for. We have ones like these that if you trigger it, it actually goes from a no floor to creating a floor. And this one is more of a, if you're fast enough where you can go back and forth between each one. But if you don't and the floor falls out, then you fall down below it. And then you have ones, for instance, like this one, where you have the rigid body. You have a physics style so that the object actually falls when you go across it this way. You can also go down, for instance, we'll go down here to see this one. So this is going to be an automatic staircase, so when you hit the trigger on it, it actually moves all three objects down, giving you little stairs to go down. And this, it's only a one time, so once it goes down, you can't actually use it again. And we could also do one, for instance, the platforms. You can hit them, you can go from the top or bottom. We set the trigger so you could hit the top or the bottom of it, and they fall down. And if you're quick enough, you could actually jump on top of it and then use it as another jumping element. Now the last platform over here is actually set up to hurt the player, so it's actually used more as an object to hurt the player instead of help the player. These are just regular ones that go across there. Alright, so then you can also get out of its way that way. This one, the platform, is actually just a mover up and down, but the unique element of it is that it's actually trigger based so that it stays in the spot where it's at, and it's waiting for you to actually get onto it to go to the next spot. These, similar to the other bridge where the bridge is out and you want to actually have a platform to walk on, well, the trigger doesn't actually occur here. We place the trigger above the player, and if you hit the trigger here, you're actually creating a land bridge that goes all the way across all at once to give you a time to move across it. You can also have a delay and have increment in each one going one at a time. And then along with those, you have the kind of the standard flashing platforms that flash and fall out. But then you notice these go a little bit faster, so it kind of increases the intensity here for us. And then we can run across a whole bunch of them here. And run across until we get to the end there. Alright, and then we can finish off with hitting our goal and just triggering a screen effect with the kind of the old arcade style look. Alright, so there you go. That's going to be all the basic elements, parts and pieces to your platform. Again, this is just a handful of things you can do with the platform. With the platform tile, a lot of properties, lots of possibilities to just kind of be really creative and think through what is those gameplay elements you're looking for and how to create them with these. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.